name's Holly Goldstein, and I own Ima Glass Studio. And I do flame working glass, which is done over a torch. And I work in borosilicate glass, what most people know as Pyrex. Like cookware, chemistry lab equipment, headlights on cars, that kind of glass. So it's lighter and stronger than typical glass used, soft glass used in art glass. And what I'm going to do today is a fish ornament, a nice big fish ornament. Okay, well basically I'm applying the color right now to a clear base, and this will become the body of the fish. I have been flame working for about, a little over 15 years, something like that, about 17 years now. And I'm totally self-taught. I had the very good fortune to start working at a great studio that was originally called Ann Miller Glass, and then changed the name to Zeno Glass Works somewhere along the line. So you can see the little fishy is starting to take shape. I can't do cookie cutter art, so everybody has their own personality, whether it's a fish or a little moon ornament or a little goddess figure. And I find with the fish, a lot of their personality comes from the fish lips. Alright, so we've got some fish lips. As soon as I take this off of the rod, I'll give you a peek at the color at this stage of the game. A lot of glass work is figuring out step A, step B, step C before step D. Working on the tape. So right now, this is what we've got. One of the wonderful things about working in borosilicate, Pyrex, is that it cools down a lot faster. It's a lot more forgiving too. It'll go directly from cold to hot without giving you too much grief. But as with all glass, kind of making glass all become one with itself. So if one part of it gets too cold while another part's getting hot, it's going to want to fracture because they'll pull apart from each other. So you'll see every once in a while I'll do this and go down and give it a little bath. It's also changing the color a little bit every time I do that. One of the wonderful things about being self-taught is nobody told me, oh, you can't do that. So there's probably certain things I do that I wouldn't otherwise have done if I didn't know better. I've been told I have 5 planets in Pisces and I live in the desert, so this is what happens. I make fish. Lots and lots of fish. I have all these people who come from, like, the Carolinas or Florida who are visiting here, and they're like, I feel funny buying a fish to take back, but this one looks so good in my house. Okay, so now we're starting to look a little more like fish. This is a great color called amber purple. It does what's called strike, which means that every time it gets hot, it gets a little darker. See how it's darker in there too? And it's very much affected by how you mix the fuel, so you can get it to go more amber or more purple, depending. Fish have certain structural requirements. That's what I'm working on right now. This fishy needs to be able to stand up. So I need to make fins that'll hold it up in the right way. Big honking fish. Okay. So what I'm doing now is changing the mixture in the flame, giving it a lot more gas. And that's what they call fuming, which is basically drawing the metals out of those colors and catching the fumes on the piece so it becomes more metallic. So it pulls out those metals. And it'll change the amber purple to a more opaque, purpley color in certain parts of it. That's my fish part. There you go. This one can go in 2 positions. It can go this way, or it can go that way. Place card?
That's great. Alright.
Sweet. Alright, I gotta get into the kiln behind it. Okay. Any questions?
Yeah.